Hey everybody, Midwest Chief here. I'm doing a Time Dragon deck profile, even though it doesn't matter because it's day zero of the coronavirus outbreak that canceled Springfest Chicago, RIP Springfest. It's going to cancel the whole thing. We cancel Chicago. We look at all of them. I'm already calling it. And my day's ruined. Everyone's day's ruined. Anyway, let's get to the deck profile. All right, so I'm gonna give you a heads up. I am not doing the God Zero build at the moment. Yeah, you can go ahead and click off the video if you want, because I'm not doing God Zero. I really haven't found the room with it. I'm still doing testing right now. This is my solid list I like. Without it, personally, my personal opinion with God Zero, it feels like a hat on a hat, kind of like you're already in a super winning state most of the times when you can do it. So it's kind of like, why do it again? It's like the enemy country already surrendered. Why do you still have to drop the nuke? But anyway, let's get to the profile. So I played 4 Time Scout Omega. He was going to be the buddy because I really like the name Omega. But that was really it. So Omega, he has a hard once per turn where when you reverse, you can check top 3, put 1 into hand, 1 into gauge, 1 into soul, or drop, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And I want to play it at 3 because it can get kind of cloggy, but he kind of really only works when you reverse. And, as the game progresses, you get less and less chances to reverse. So I kind of want to see him as possibly hard as I can in my opening hand. Worst case scenario, I get multiple copies. I can just put into the put to the bottom of the deck my paying cost for reverse. I play 4 Time Scout Lanch. Lanch reduces the cost of the gauge cost of my Time Dragon monsters by 1. Well, by 1 for each reverse flag. So I'm going second. I'm on reverse 2. Then he makes Eon free, etc., like that. Also hard once per turn when I call a Time Dragon monster, or when a size 3 monster's soul goes into. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I just got done with the Vanguard locals. When the soul goes into a size 3 Time Dragon monster on your board, you draw 2 cards. You can do that on any turn. So let's say if you do clock 3 to call 1 from the graveyard your opponent's turn, and you can draw 2 cards. I play 4. I keep calling him Tuberculosis, but I know that's not his name. Tobacus. I can pitch him to gain 3 life, and when he's in the drop zone, I can spin him back to the bottom of the deck, pop a monster on my board, pop a card on my opponent's board. That helps me with control. I really play him to help me with the life gain as well, because Garga FTK is running around. Garga FTK can actually FTK you without actually touching you, because he got Giga Howling Crusher that can just go 10. Also PSA, if you play that deck, there's something personally wrong with you, you should get help. But so if I do manage to get to my opening hand, it kind of helps me stay alive against the FTK. Next, I play 4. You're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's an effect veiler, but his name is Time Observer Acho. Probably is how you say his name. I could be pronouncing it wrong. Forgive me. This has been a long day, but anyway. So he's a counter ability. If I have a originally size 3 Time Dragon on board, I can pay 1 gauge and pitch this card from my hand and nullify the effect of a monster on my opponent's field. If I reverse 2 or more times, I can draw a card. I really like this against Harry, against other things. Like, it's one of those things that comes in handy. I really can't think off the top of my head certain matchups, but there's never been a time where I'm like, oh man, I hate this card. Next, the boy himself, Eon. I call him Gregory. So Gregory's effect is at the beginning of my opponent's turn. Well, yeah. At the start of my opponent's battle phase, I can target 1 card on my opponent's board, nullify his effects, and put it to the bottom of the deck. And he also has the effect at the beginning of my turn. I can make his soul become 2 again. Soul Guard, double attack. Ain't much else to say about him. I play 3 of the Hero World monster, Time Soldier Spidguard. Yeah, Time Soldier Spidguard. I can only call him once per turn. I was playing him at 2. I bumped him up to 3 because I just really wanted to help me dig for Omegas before I had to actually dig into my flag by using the reverse part. His effect is Daryl Burke. I don't know, for people who remember Daryl Burke, check top 3, add 1, drop the rest. If your flag reverse 2 or more, he checks top 3, adds 1, and instead of dropping it, you put it into the gauge. Next, I still play the Time General Welg, I think how I say his name. If you're reversed, he becomes a size 0. You reverse 2 or more, they all get plus 10, plus 1 critical. When a Time Dragon card on your board is being attacked, you can pay 1 gauge and end the battle. He has double attack, soul guard, and counter attack. One thing I like to do with him is have him left or right, have Eon, and there's another effect with Omega, sorry. He also redirects all battles to your center Time Dragon. So they're forced to fight the Drag God. So if they don't got no way to deal with these, they gotta keep fighting Eon, and you just keep going, okay, pay a gauge, in the battle, pay a gauge, in the battle, pay the gauge, in the battle. So it kind of makes you have pretty good defense, those 3 guys. I usually try to go for that play, normally. Next up, I play 2 of the trial deck, Eon. At first, I cut him out completely. Then I was wrong about that. I kind of like having the option to go either aggressive or defensive. Sometimes it's not always good to be reactive. Sometimes you want to be proactive and go on the offense. He really helps me with that. This is what I cut down to 2. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. His name not Taylor Swift. It's just I just call it Taylor Swift. He paid 3 gauge to take the 2 cards from your drop zone and put them to the soul. And when he swings, you can blow up a card, or if you're fully reversed, you can tuck the card instead. Also, he becomes a size 0 when you have reversed. I play one in my sideboard, get into my sideboard in a little bit. Another thing I like to like about him is that he has penetrate, and he can get kind of big with the other guy. Because if I have him, where he is, sometimes my board just looks like this, and he does 4/4, 4/4, 5/5, and that's just a lot of damage really fast. All right, that's it for the monsters. Let's start off with the spells. Because I'm a hateful person, I play 4 Chronos Reverse, 4 spell knobs. Just muda. It's a spell knob. One fully reversed that says the spell I gnaw cannot be used for the rest of the turn. I always want to see it. I always want to tell them no. It's great. I play Chrono Shin block at 3. I side the 4th one. Chrono Shin block is I still like it, but I see it enough, and there's other cards I wanted to play, so I felt cutting it down to 3 was going to be good enough. Oh, I'm sorry. Chrono Shin block, opponent's battle phase, 3rd or more attack in that phase. If you're fully reversed, you end the turn. You don't got to wait for the 3 attacks if you're fully reversed. The Searcher, I can't pronounce that. I'm not going to try. Gain 1 gauge, you get a Dragot. Well, you get a card with Dragot and Time Dragon, and it attributes to your deck, so you can search out both Eons, you can search out both the impacts. It comes in handy. What happened, Sean?
I zoomed out too much facts there. So I'm trying to get the name.
All right.
It's fine.
Next up is the check top 3 spell. Chronos Almete, I think, or Almet. You only cast a guy Dragon on your board. You can check top 3, add 1, gauge the rest. If you reverse 2 more times, you gain 2 life. Chronos Bente Arch. Pay 1 life. You draw a card. You reverse 2 more times. Draw 2 cards. And for even another consistency, our nice 1 clone. Pay 1 gauge. Draw 2. Reverse 3 more times. You draw another card. Next up is 3 Chronos Trophy. I really wanted to keep this card in 4. I really did. But I decided to play a second Eon that tucks things under to the bottom of the deck when you attack, and play 3 of this. It's fine at 3. I might side the 4th. I don't know yet. I don't play the set spell because usually in the mirror match, people are going for the always going for your set spell. So instead, I play 3 copies of ES. ES says my stuff can't be rested. ES says they can't be bounced. They can't be destroyed. If I target 2 or more things, I draw a card. I target up to the number of times I reversed. Kevin Andres, you can bounce. In the mirror match, we always go for each other's set spells.
Damn, you sorry.
Yeah, so it's easier just to be like, all right, on the Eon that you sit on, when you target my cards, like, okay, let's go ES, target my things, call it a day. Or if they do Chronos Bilios, which is rest your shit, rest your stuff, you can also just go, okay, ES, my stuff can't be rested. And the Harry mirror match is, okay, does anyone who rest you, just go, okay, they can't be rested.
Yeah, Ari was like the strongest.
Yeah. Hari was the biggest offender of resting your board.
And now they see that, they scoop.
Yeah. Just break their wheels. 3, Chronos. I thought it was called Bilios for the longest, and I actually looked at the card. It's called Chronos Perier, or whatever you want to say it is. Drop a soul from a monster in your field and pay a gauge. Choose a card on your opponent's board for each of your reverse flags and rest them. They cannot stand. This card helps me out so much. I'm trying out the shield. I still know how I feel about it. I actually kind of like it, to be honest with you, quite a lot. It's called Castra. Now, the other shields can be casted regardless, like with or without a Time Dragon, but this one needs a Time Dragon on the board, but it does a lot. If you're reversed 1 time, you gain 2 gauge. You reverse 2 times, you gain 2 life. You reverse 3 times, you draw a card, and it cannot be nullified. I played 2 Chrono Shin XC. I would play a 3rd one, but this set is really short printed. I can only play what I get my hands on. So I'm pretty sure if I had a 3rd one, I would cut a Castra for a 3rd one. But Castra says pay 1 gauge or up a soul, choose 1 of the 3 effects. They're all based off how many times you reversed. So choose cards on your boards and stand them for the number of times you reversed. Or pop cards and put inside the field for the number of times you reversed. Or reduce damage for the turn by the number of cards you reversed. And last is Chronos. Chronos Horseman. You're going to play this card. You got a Thunder on the board. Target a monster in your drop zone. Get it to your hand. If you reverse 2 or more times, you gain 2 gauge. And if you reverse 3 or more times, you gain 3 life. And that's it for the main deck. I think that was 64, if I remember off the top of my head. Also, y'all know what the flags do. I don't want to go over what the flags do. And Eon's the buddy. On to the sideboard. Now, my boy, oh my God, he's going to kill me if you watch this video, but his name escapes me right now. It's like Merriweather is his last name. He helps me. His name is Black Grimoire on untap.in. If y'all play on Untap, helps me test out a lot. Chronos Bant is a card. Chronos Bant is a card he put me onto. I love Chronos Bant. Chronos Bant says choose cards on your opponent's board equal to the number of times you reversed. Their stats cannot be increased. Or the other effect is your card's stats cannot be decreased. This helps me out so much against a lot of random stuff. Like, I was playing against Rosalia the other day. When I sided and I used it, like, oh, wait, this is actually helpful against Rosalia. It's also helpful against Garden. It's also helpful against Horus. It's a really neat card. The other Taylor in the side for the mirror match, because normally, I'm going to show you interaction. So, I learned this from Matt Belcher. When they play this, Time Scout Lange, and they just go straight into their size 3, there's usually like no play timing for you to get this Lange before this Lange is going off. So in the mirror match, yeah, you can try to snipe it, with where is he? When they go to call and the Lange is going off, you can try to gnaw the Lange. Another thing you can do is, let's say you have Taylor Swift on the board and you have tuberculosis in the graveyard. Sharky sees over here. You got tuberculosis in the graveyard. They go, okay, attempt to summon. On the attempt to summon, pop this, kill this off, target something on their board, doesn't matter. This is the board now. This is on standby. This is going to try to pop this. So they, if they can't call their size 3 counter speed, then you can pop that. And then, you know, it just fizzles away. But they got another one, then oh well. But that was the interaction Matt taught me. Okay, where was I on this? Mixed all these cards up. Should not done that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Next up is Time Scout Vegas. Fun fact, I hated Vegas when he first came out. He was just the absolute most garbage card to me. Like, waste of a secret pack slot. But he has now became the most relevant man in the world. Matter of fact, I want to main him. There's so many people who got things in the graveyard that affect me, like Legend World, not just Horus, not just Messiah Arms. Legend World in general have that card called Rook, where if you try to punch them, you can pay a gauge, spin Rook to the bottom of your deck from the graveyard, and all that I can gain 2 life.
Marinas.
Yeah, what?
Marinas.
Yeah, you got Marinas from Idol Masters. Bane Dream that keeps their stuff there. No, I'm gonna Vegas them all the way now. Or even when what's they called again? Bane Dream. When Bane Dream try to go for their 5 bands in drop zone to do their I can't die spell, try to Vegas them to put it back. I mean, they could have chained to it, but you know, then life's just sad at that point. For people who got phase enders, this is my I just play the old restand spell because we can now attack in the final phase. So usually, if I play against phase enders, I just side out Chrono Shin Exceeds and put these in. It's just that black and white. Yeah. So this was talking about in Bang Dream. You gotta have 5 more different bands of your drop zone to do it, but I mean it's counter speed. So if they do it, they do it. But what's next? Last I play a 4th ES, and I play a 4th Chrono Shin block in. So that's it for the deck profile. I'm probably going to try to do a deck profile that has the N0 in it if I ever come around to actually liking the N0. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. If you, Sean, I put the camera on my face and that give me a heads up. So I was saying was if you play the if you play Overgod, that's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong for playing it. It's just I personally didn't want to play it. So we're gonna have a feature match with the deck very soon. So check that video out too. Peace out.